housing market in New South Wales' southern tablelands has been boosted by a record sale in Goulburn.
A restored country mansion dating back to 1851 has just sold for $2.1 million, topping previous records for Goulburn. That was $1.8 million, so handy little topper there. Justin Gay, Principal of Ray White in Goulburn, joins us now on the line. Thank you very much, Justin, for talking us through this one. First of all, can you tell us about the property and its history?
Yeah, absolutely. The property has had a checkered history, as a lot of our historic buildings around our city. As you rightly say, 1861, it was built for the widow Mrs. Anne Hurst, who was the widow of a wealthy Methodist minister, Reverend Benjamin Hurst. He passed away just before this home was built. It was then a boys' college school through the 1880s. Then back into a private residence in the early 1900s, then subdivided and converted into 6 flats, and fell in the hands of the church and become dilapidated and derelict, and then fell into the hands of Sydney-based couple, Peter and Yvonne, who, lucky for our town, decided to put their heart and soul and restored it to the grandeur that we have today. $1 million and 4 years of their lives is the outcome of what sits there today.
And what was their motivation for doing that?
Madness, they would say. They were renowned for restoring homes around Balmain, Randwick, the eastern suburbs, and had seen this property pop up, requested a contract, actually threw it in the waste paper, and picked it up to light the fire the night before the auction, and drove down to Goulburn, and were the successful bidders at the auction. Of the reserve at the time was $250,000 in 2006. The house was knocked down successfully to them for $660,000. So it exceeded all expectations back then. Our purchasers are a lovely couple from out in the central west. They're a farming, earth-moving couple, gorgeous people from the bush, and they were actually discovered the property many, many years ago, and since they were at the auction back in 2006, but family had moved to the city over this time, and now they're in a position to purchase and enjoy the property.
Wow, it's amazing. So this is obviously a new record for the area. What can you tell us about the property market there in Goulburn? Are there a lot of these sorts of houses knocking around? No,
absolutely not. We do have some magnificent buildings that have changed hands in the area. Some on small acreage and larger acreage for multi-millions. But for any property under 4,000 square metres, this has beat my old record from 6 years ago by $1 million. The property you quoted recently changed hands for 1.8. was on small acreage to 2 acres on the edge of town. There's been an influx of people that have paid attention to both small acreage and these magnificent character period homes.
Do you think you get more interest in somewhere like Goulburn because of what's happening to prices in Sydney, or how does it kind of work with big Sydney, Melbourne house price decline headlines that people would see? Absolutely,
Brooke. I think as the market changes in our cities, or they become overpopulated in some people's view, Brooke, they look to the regional areas where they can still access the city. Goulburn boasts a great location or proximity to both Sydney and Canberra, so it makes it easy to commute and certainly still stay relevant to their network, be it jobs or family or friend circles. It's just an easier life.
Justin Gay, thank you so much for taking us through that incredible property. We have thoroughly enjoyed having a bit of a sticky beak through the inside of it there.
Thanks for the opportunity. Cheers, Chris.